Hello, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Nate here, and today we are going to be playing Doki Doki Literature Club. You scared me. No way. No way I scared you. No way I scared you, Nora. Oh, that's perfect. Somebody clip that. Because I don't know if I can. I was shopping. That's hilarious. Uh. Alright. Oh. There we go. Today I am with Nevaeh if she ever gets back.
You done out here? Oh, yeah, I am. I just gotta grab my charger. Wow, just unplug my charger like that. Wow, just unplug my charger like that.
I like how I try to mute desktop audio and they can still be heard in my mic.
Oh.
Still got picked up on desktop when I muted the mic. Okay. Well, anyways, just a warning: this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. So, if you're one of those, probably not the stream for you. That's all. Click. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit. I'm not doing that. What do I name the clip? Nora gets scared. Or Nate scares viewer with voice.
Wow.
Or start of the stream jump scare. Yeah, I don't need content warnings. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. Where's the disagree button? Where's the disagree button?
It's... Ow. Bow wow down to you.
Nate, you can't play that. What do you mean I can't play that? Only like 11? Excuse me, I am 19. I am 19. Nora, you can't play it. You're so old. Hold on, I don't think chat's showing up good. Excuse, I'm over 13. 14.
13.
I'm kidding. Anyways, hold on. Let me see if I can, fix this chat overlay real quick.
I left my fish and my dining room table.
I don't know if I'm able to do it right now. can't find it. I'm trying to make it to where I can, where chat can be seen on stream better, because it's currently in white and it's hard to see. Chat box widget settings. There we go. It works. Why is the link generous not... What?
What?
The clip... The link to the clip is called... https // clips.twitch.tv/generous naive dugong hey girl. No. That's hilarious. Okay, okay, we're getting back to this. Nate! Hey! I guess I'm gonna voice all this. Oh god. Where's a voice actor when you need him?
Oh, I can be your voice actor.
Okay, do you, actually, hold on. I'll do this one. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kinda works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha ha! Yes, you gotta do different voices. Green Wild Beast, thank you for the follow. How you doing tonight?
He's going.
Yes, you gotta do different voices. Me when I see my cousin. Ha ha. Ha ha. I'm dying already. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait. Oh shit, that was me. Oh crap. I need a wake up call.
Wake up.
Okay. Calm down. This is supposed to be family friendly, even though this game is anything but. Hi, I'm good, thanks. How's it going? It's going good, thank you for asking. I'm glad you're doing good, too. No problem. Thank you for the hydrates, everybody. Thank you, thank you.
God. No, you're gonna drown today. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of hydrates. Drink the whole water, yeah. Drink all the water.
Okay, you see, I just had the... a very dumb idea, Nevaeh.
Oh no.
With all those hydrates, I might as well be a flower. So I might as well just dump this over my head. But I don't feel like cleaning it up.
A lot of hydrating. You'll just use the bathroom at that point.
Now, with how many hydrates you really should. You know, I really shouldn't. I don't feel like cleaning that up tonight. I mean, I got the towels for it in my room right now, but I don't want to do it. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Nate. I need to get together. That's mean, Nate. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Dang. It's just rude. Personally, I don't care. I don't care enough to think like that. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Azrael, are you dead? Yes, you are. Nevaeh really left without warning. Wow. I guess it was too cringe for her to handle. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Nate, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average, while spending my free time on games and anime. That's half true. I don't really watch anime. Games? Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I meant to say goodnight. You're fine, Nevaeh. Thank you for saying goodnight now. You can watch the VOD later this week. On YouTube at, my YouTube is, well, same as this Twitch, but my VODs is BMPG VODs. Or BMPG Plays VODs. I don't remember. It's a VODs channel. I'm sure you'll be able to find it. Uh-huh. It hasn't even been 20 minutes yet. It hasn't even been 20 minutes. I'm really trying here. Okay. And this is just one of them. There's 4 of them. That's... Okay, now. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I'll guess. I'll promise you that. Yay! All the girls want to be like that. Why did I agree to do this stream? I could have did poppy plates. Oh well. Got people laughing in chat. I'm dying. I already drank all my water. I mean, I got a monster. I don't want to drink it though. Voice acting is hilarious. Yeah, you keep telling me that. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? I don't know. I keep telling myself that every day. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come in the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. The scribbles on chalkboard, there's your motivation. If I do hydrate, then will you chug the monster like a lot? I don't want to be staying up so late, okay? I want to be going to bed at least a decent time. For once. I guess. I don't know. I just don't want to drink a monster this late. Anyways. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. I think that voice fits. I think it fits. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori? Yeah? How am I going to get through this game? How? I guess I just gotta keep going. This is probably like 5 minutes of dialogue. 5 minutes of dialogue, if that, and I've taken almost half an hour to get through it. This is bad. There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Real me would go to the video game club. Just saying. Although, honestly, I do like literature. So, I mean, I there would be an actual possibility of me going to a literature club. I mean, I had creative writing as a course, for crying out loud. Uh, although, the difference is of writing something, even though I believe they write poetry in this, and reading books. Do you see any books? I don't. I don't really read much. At least books, anyway. I don't know, I've wanted to get into it, I guess. A little bit. Little by little. Who knows? Maybe this will change. Maybe this will make me want to go and read a novel. Who knows? Come on, please. I can't do this. Oh my, I gotta get through this. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. I'm dying at this. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I'll let it... Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! People voted for this. I've wanted to play this game. I will say that. And yes, I gave it as one of the options for stream tonight. I wanted to save Poppy playtime. That's why I'm doing this. Honestly, I think I would want to play Poppy playtime now. I'm kidding. A little bit. I'm kidding a little bit. Half joking, half serious. But, let's keep going. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I actually got 4 cupcakes today from a great friend and her family for my birthday. I really do appreciate that. If you're watching this, thank you again. As well as for the Pokemon cards. I do appreciate that a lot. You didn't have to. You didn't have to do any of that. But I really do appreciate it a lot. Thank you so much. And if you're not watching, everyone else, you get to watch that. You get to listen to that. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit but generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this voice? I didn't think this through. Welcome. No, I can't. Oh my gosh. No. I'm not gonna be defeated in a game because I don't know how to voice them. Somebody said no. Yes, that was great. Oh no, I clicked on it. No. I did not just do that. Hold on. No, I'll have to go through all of it. Crap. No. No. I'm gonna have to go through the VOD just to find this. I have to read it. I have to read it. I have to read it though. I can't find it. Videos. No. Oh, there's a history button you can check. Okay, thank you. Thank you, you're a lifesaver. You're a lifesaver. Oh gosh. I need to know how to voice them. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. There we go. I think we got it. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Maybe a little higher pitched? For Yuri, I don't think so, but for Natsuki, I believe so. Seriously? You brought a boy? Was that better? Way to kill the atmosphere. How am I gonna voice this one? Ah, Nate, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Is it too late to run? Is it a blank twice if I'm being held here against my will? Send help. Please. Nah, you got it. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of... I'm not saying this. Is full of incredibly cute girls. Okay. I'm losing all dignity this stream, apparently. Okay. The next person who schedules me a game that I regret later is getting fired. Nate, you're such an... Oh my... Nora, you really said, "Aw, Nate, you were such an incredibly cute girl." I'm done. No, 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 done. See you later. Goodbye. Nate out. Peace. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Nobody leave. Hopefully. I'm done. Losing all dignity in the street. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. You know what? I'm gonna be right back. I need more water. I'm done. Oh god. Ow. What just broke? Nothing. Okay. Just stuff falling. No. Get a lot. Don't fall, jeez. I kind of slipped, okay? I had to stand on a fan. Fan is right here. My way out is right there. I slipped on the base of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Thanks. That is most of the cup gone. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Come on, Nate. This is 7 minutes in the dialogue. And it's taken 40 minutes. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? Nice. After this, I'm done. That's right. It's great to see you again, Nate. Oh God, I already forgot her voice. That's right. No. That's right. No. 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 Oh yeah, you know. That's right. No. That's right. No. God, I got the voice already. I need help. Can I call a lifeline? It's great to see you again, Nate. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Jesus Christ. Oh no. Come sit down, Nate. We made room for you at the table so you could sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Oh God. I hate those. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As they already mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Oh, okay. Are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Oh, a little tea party, yeah. Oh, gosh. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I'm losing all sanity this stream. And my voice, it feels like. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? Eh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said... Well, maybe. Well, maybe. You know what? I'm messing up her voice. I'm messing up everybody's voices. I don't care at this point. Ooh, okay. Moving on. But not for, you, dummy. Dummy. Alright, alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry. The teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Eh? That's not... Insulted Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well... Oh. Jemmy, thank you for the raid. Oh. Minnie, thank you for the raid. Oh my god. Yep. Thank you both so much. Thank you so much for the raid. Double raid. Yes. This was not expected. Thank you so much. 2-time raid. Yes, Minnie. How you both doing tonight? No problem. It's been a hot Mississippi minute. Yep. Sure has. I've had a good night. That's good to hear. Alright, Minnie. Yeah, it's good that you're doing good as well. But I've got yep. Sharon hit the haze. Yeah, at school. Yeah. 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 Well, hey, you'll miss school one day. One day you'll be missing school, wishing that you had it still. Have an enjoyable stream. Thank you. I'm currently losing all sanity and all dignity in this. I've turned like 10 minutes of text, or 10 minutes of dialogue into 15 minutes. I think everyone who watches this is going to have a good time while I'm going to be embarrassed out of my mind. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you fit right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Ahaha, well, To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince everyone that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Oh no. Oh gosh. I want to end the stream. But if I get through the game this stream, then I don't have to do it another one. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Nate, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in. It is obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I've read a horror book once. You just started stream. You can't end yet, lol. Yeah, I'm being held here against my will. Yep, totally. So, I guess we can keep going. I'm working on it, Nora. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh? Why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes start over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back! Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. You can see you can see it in her face. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Nate? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem. Eh? What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic and we join the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. Oh crap! All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry. I thought. Nate. You all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came by for cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we all can share. Monica looks over at me once more. Oh, okay. Gosh. Nate, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Nate, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess it starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh no. Oh, I forgot about this. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Oh my gosh, no. Oh no. Oh no. I think that might have been more for Sayori. Hi again, Nate. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. You know what? That is probably the best save I could possibly have, I guess. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Nate. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sari told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Nate always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Nate can become good friends too. Uh, um, Sayori. Hmm? Huh? Uh, as usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Eh? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Eh? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. All right. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it, if you wanted. This is... How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Pew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. So Yuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ah! I can hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Ow. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing the box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass of that door. On that door. She points at a classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone in your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Nate. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Atsuki pulls out the first volume of Perfect Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. Ah, I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire, striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly mellow. Don't just stand there. What? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Yeah, why is that? I guess it's easier to be closer together like this. Don't just say that! You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow. How long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. Kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at an ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all their backstories and then some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well... Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah? What does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that's impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? Hmm? You don't? Um, that's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. I can't even win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about it yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. Though she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready for today's poems? Oh, no. No, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Well, let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Though, you do look pretty cozy over there. That's when he suddenly knows how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright. Guess we'll stop here for now. I closed the book and handed towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Ah, yeah, but... Monica just said... Don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Yeah. Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we could start on the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? That is so true. Character developments and all. I mean, this is probably one of my favorite ones. Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the note into my bag. Not note, book. Get it right, Nate. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah? My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? You know what? You're probably going to be the most critical on it. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No? Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. Couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gone anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Atsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the rest of time. Or the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I liked your poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the ghost isn't about a ghost at all, Nate. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than just tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in our last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Okay, who next? If you guys want to choose who I choose next, put it in the message now. Or forever hold your peace. This shit hurts. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a minute and then I'll just decide. Okay. Say oh my goodness. This is so good, Nate. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. I didn't even... Okay. There's apparently supposed to be an order and I didn't follow it. Because it said maybe even Natsuki's. I didn't even talk to Natsuki yet. Okay, so I broke it. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Nate poem. I need a friend like this. Oh. Honestly, Sayori's a really good friend, honestly. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I would not say that. I wouldn't call her weird. I would honestly appreciate it. If I were to say. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See, it's like I said before, Nate. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people? That's something that only a really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. And then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright. I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed. Making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Okay. This is messing with me. Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Hi, Nate. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, I'm glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, have you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better? I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Nate. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I am Monica, my poem. Mm-hmm. I like it, Nate. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they are written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably wouldn't find much filler in her poems. They might not be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning of. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you trying new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Little did you know. Kidding. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. So, what did you think? It's very freeform. But if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was that inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, but it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific topic or specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? I think there's only one choice. That's Natsuki. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Eh? Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I would have been more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, huh, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I said that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? You're fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. That is honestly good poetry. Yep. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I didn't really care how old anyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. Yes. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feelings of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh. You mean you had to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I really didn't come out nice at all. It really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Nate did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon. Unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Nate liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? It's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Nate appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know that he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh, is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Nate started showing up. Oh my. I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Nate started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Nate, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Nate. Well, wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Nate? Well. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. Whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be, help me, Sayori! Natsuki? Claire's drawing up any words ahead of my mouth. Wait! No! I clicked help Sayori! No! Hold up. No, I'm loading. There we go. Help me. Oh. What? Natsuki? No, Natsuki. There's me drawing up any words I had in my mouth. Instead, I turned to Yuri. Yuri? Yuri's so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Eh? Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friends feel like this? Nate? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why... exactly why nobody likes... Stop! There we go. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems. They're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because... well... Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Nate, you can get through this. It's hilarious. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with her bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayori is vice president. I whispered to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Nate, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Oh no. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nodded to myself with newfound determination. Nate, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Atsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No, no, no. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd be good friends with you. They make good friends with you. Pew. You know, Nate, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in this club. In the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her. But it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Oh, you can save there. Okay. If that's the case, we're just about at a 2-hour mark, and it's 12:30 in the morning. You know what? Hold on. Let me do this one first. No. No. I... Okay. No. Okay. I think we're gonna call it there. As we're just nearing the 2 hour mark. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed the stream as I did. This was, you know, a little bit difficult to do. Honestly, because the voices are the hardest part. And not being like, oh my gosh, I can't do this anymore. Like I think I think everyone could tell throughout the stream that I was just like that. I was like that. I just like I wanted to do this for a while now. This game on a stream, but it doing it today or tonight. Um, it was difficult to do. Like it, I did find it challenging to voice everybody and remember how to voice them. I have Natsuki and Sayori's voice being pretty similar to each other. I have Yuri's being more of a lower toned. So it's like, I'm glad you enjoyed my poem. Or, I'm glad you enjoyed my poem. Or, something off the lines of that. Someone who's calm and, calm, low tone. And I know it's hard to do that without sounding like a guy. But it's really hard to do high pitch like this for Sayori and as well as sound like Monica's voice was also very difficult to do because I just don't really know what she'd sound like. So I just have hers being like a little bit of a higher pitched of mine. Someone who sounds confident and certain of what she's doing. It honestly, if it was a female on like a single person who's a female who was voicing all of them, they could do that easily, without a doubt. I feel like that would be a lot easier, especially with being able to hit the higher pitch which is needed. But more importantly, more differences in the different vocals for each character. I just feel like that's better, but I make do with what I have. So, anyways, this was overall a lot of fun so far. I probably haven't even gone that far through it. I probably didn't. And I've saved like 2 pages worth already. But this was a lot of fun. I've said that already, but I'm gonna say it again. And I look forward to doing this again. I don't know when I will, but just know that I will. No matter how cringy it feels to voice 4 different characters, bring up a character's breasts. And, yeah, it only gets more horrific from here. I know it. This game has been fun. I mean, I know it seems more like dialogue than anything, but the fun of voicing different characters, it is fun, though. Despite how cringy it may feel. Especially since I'm doing it at night. So, without further ado, I'll see you all later. Nate out. Peace.